Hi guys, Pearl here and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we're going to be doing a Michael Cohen in the courtroom inspired makeup tutorial. Are you excited? No, just kidding. This video will be much less important than any of that shit that's going on. I just wanted to sit down and chat with you guys a little bit about the reaction to the interview that I did on Hey Qween. That was published like, what, last week or something? Anyway, Google it if you haven't watched it, and then this will all make sense to you. It'll make sense later. Probably some of you don't give a shit and you think that I'm boring and lame and canceled and this and that and the other thing. And listen, babe, I can't even argue with you really, but I don't know why you're watching, so just exit out. You don't have to watch me. By the way, I've never done anything recorded audio on this camera before. I know the quality sucks. I read you, I wrote you, I got you, and I'm working on it, but apologize in advance if this audio sounds funny because I have no idea what I'm fucking doing, actually. First, I'd like to point out that the articles that I'm seeing on Google are incredibly overly dramatized and exaggerated. Like, when I Google this situation, I keep saying, Pearl exposes RuPaul, Pearl drags RuPaul, Pearl calls RuPaul, you know, disgusting Hollywood elitist garbage trash, and fuck you, and you should burn in hell, and you're disgusting. So, as much as I appreciate good clickbait, like, the headlines are very exaggerated and to only be taken with a grain of salt. So, I appreciate if we all just like take a scale back and we listen to the interview for actually what it was. If you care to watch the interview, you can see that I was simply trying to open up about something that happened between me and RuPaul that set the standard for the way that I behaved on the show. I was not dragging RuPaul, calling RuPaul names, making fun of her, or spreading lies and vicious rumors. I didn't even go into the interview expecting to talk about this at all. As you can see in the interview, RuPaul was brought up like multiple times before finally at the very end I was like, you know what, fine, let's like lay this out here and let's talk about this moment that I've been holding in for a really long time. I'm not saying that I expected absolutely nothing to happen like after this interview, but I definitely didn't expect it to like blow up so much bigger than it turned out. So if that was something that I should have known discussing this, then I'll just consider it a lesson learned and take full responsibility for that. It has been really great letting you in on my experience and hopefully inspiring a little bit of change in the future. Now that we've gotten to this place, what I want from all of this is for future contestants to not have the same experience that I did. And if it does happen to them, to at least know what to expect and to not take it as personally as I did and let it affect their time on the show. I wanted to respond to pretty much both parties involved. Some of you are completely supporting me and some of you think that I just need to take a seat and sit in my little corner and not say anything. So yeah, like for the guys that have my back, as much as I appreciate your words of encouragement, I'm asking you to please refrain from trolling RuPaul. I mean, you're only fanning the flames to something that's already inflammatory. So RuPaul's not going to change. She is the kind of person who doesn't really seem to have anything to gain, lose, or learn in this world. She's like kind of this beacon of knowledge, this wealth of knowledge and beacon of hope, you know, so it's not like RuPaul is like going to call me apologizing. I mean, honestly, if you think that anything remotely close to that is going to happen, it absolutely will not happen. It's ridiculous to even think of something like that happening. She does not owe me an apology. I'd like to respond to everyone else who thinks that I'm taking advantage or that I'm biting the hand that feeds me, as you all like to say. Listen. That was not the only negative experience that I had on set. It's not just me. I've had conversations with multiple queens, off the cuff, off the record, just me and them, that went through the exact same thing. The reality is, if something like this were to happen in any normal work environment where there was a mutual respect or professionalism to be had, there would be some major repercussions for the way that she mistreats the people on the set. And if you want to know the real tea, I had a producer from RuPaul's Drag Race call me after the interview aired and guaranteed me that I will never come back and do All Stars. Now, I was never dumb enough to think that I would be invited back to All Stars, and I was definitely not gunning for it at all. But to openly punish me for being honest about a situation that happened with me after 4 years of silence is disgusting and shameful. This narrative about how we Drag Race contestants owe our lives to RuPaul's Drag Race, that needs to completely change. I'm very sorry to inform you, but I'm finally at the place in my life where I am confident enough to know that I would have been somebody with or without Drag Race. So please stop telling me that I would be nothing without RuPaul. Fuck you. Yes, Drag Race catapults a few of us to some major success, but what about the other drag queens that are on Drag Race who are getting daily death threats, or the ones that completely quit doing drag altogether, or the ones who are reduced to who by you guys online because they haven't reached a level of success that you expect? So yeah, that's pretty much all I really have to say about it. Like, on a positive note, I do think that my time on the show and my experience opened up an alternative idea of how a drag queen is supposed to act, thus allowing future contestants to be as introverted or cerebral as what feels natural to them. Although I do think that it's a bit overlooked, I'm happy that future queens aren't ostracized like I was. But yeah, like, you guys just should know a little bit more about the backstory, you know? I'm not like some drama queen who is just trying to cause problems at all. No one knows shit about me because I am way too freaked out to expose myself and be online and be vulnerable and all that. But, you know, I really do feel like I have a good thing going because of that. I stay out of the way. I do have like very valid points and feelings about things, and I don't know, like, I feel better just sitting down and venting this to you and getting it out. So who knows, maybe in the future I'll focus on doing some more of this kind of like video vlogging or whatever. But yeah, that's it. Cool. So thanks for watching.
And make sure you like and subscribe.